Well, hello, local pundit family. I get out of bed and the boys have been doing it all. It's all been happening. I am so excited and I'm not going to muck around. We're going to bring the boys straight in.
Yes.
Hey, team.
How are you?
Let's go.
Go to bed, wake up, sign players. Boom.
Now you didn't miss anything today, Kim. You didn't sleep through anything. It was good. Normal day in Wrexham. No big deal.
Another day at Wrexham, and hello to everybody in the chat. Well, I guess we're going to have who's in, who's out sort of chat. Who's going to start? Who's not going to start? Yeah, I'm pumped. Look, isn't it funny? Oh my God, have we just had a bit of a bad running streak? Now I'm pumped.
It doesn't even matter, right?
Crazy what a few $1 million worth of strikers you do for your excitement. You know,
spend a few M's every week and keeps everybody quiet.
Yeah, but I don't know if people are going to try it. By the way, I think we're going to have. I think there's going to be a storm of brewing. I think there's a storm brewing.
Okay. Well, we've been having a couple of fun private chats, just between a couple of us. You know, different things about what we think might happen, might not happen. And we thought, well, why not share it with the family, the pundit family?
And here we are.
Here we are.
And we'll go live 17,000 times today. Who cares? You know, there's a lot of news. That's the best part. Yeah, that's the best part.
It's a big day.
Yeah. So I'm just adjusting. Of course, I'm screwing up something while you're talking, which is awesome. Which, as you know,
well, that just means we're on the right channel.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Shoot the rehearsal.
Yes, awesome.
100%. How pumped are you about it, Aaron? Like, were you on? I only saw one other show. Were you on any of the other two shows?
I wasn't, no, because everything was happening while I was at work, so I was watching everything. I hear you.
No, he had good commentary.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm over the moon. I was very happy going. You know, last night. I mean, because we were all pretty confident. Sam Smith was over the line. That was happening.
Yep.
You know. Rodriguez comes out of nowhere.
Yes, he does.
And it's like, who? What? And then you start looking into it, and it's like, oh, this is the guy. Let me drop some stats for you real quick, because I haven't seen anybody do this yet. Real quick. J. Rodriguez, okay. 258 appearances in the Premier League is what he brings. Okay. Yeah. Let's see, 128 appearances in the championship, where he scored 41 goals in the championship. He's got 46 Premier League goals. This guy has done it at a level, like, it's a different level. Now, he's 35. How can he still go for a full 90? That's questionable. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But he did start for Burnley on New Year's Day. So he has done it, you know. Now here's another thing too. I mean, real quick. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe he starts a game and then the next game you start Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's those two back and forth where you're saving their legs a little bit, but you're getting more time out of both of them, that's not a bad thing either. Like, that would be fantastic.
He's 185 centimeter. What is that in American? I have no idea.
I think it's like 6'1".
Yeah, 6'1". 6'1".
Okay.
100. I think, is it 183? I think is 6 foot.
Okay.
I'll get that for you exactly.
Yeah. There was one thing that we pointed out earlier too that I'll bring in to your stat point right there, my friend. By the way, BJ, what's going on? And Jay Rells, who's also new. What's going on, everybody? I'll just bring this in while you're looking for that, Ken.
6'1", 6.06.
Okay, so he's look at this right here. This says a lot. Defensive actions, right there.
Yeah.
Paddy pointed that out, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. He started 813 minutes last year in the Prem. So he had a total of 813 minutes in the Prem, which is interesting. And this year, what's he had this year in the Championship? He's had a total of 742 minutes. I bet the same. So put it this way, he's well rested.
He's well rested. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. He's well rested. And he knows Fletch too. So that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 100%. Like, but absolute quality. I watched some highlights of him as well. Like, a guy that's in any squad, even in the squad not starting in a premiership level team, is an upgrade for us.
So,
and it is. Good evening, callers. It's not evening for me, John. It's 9:07 in the morning.
Yeah.
This is for all our Aussie. This is for all of our Aussie.
So for that last comment from Scott, Stephen Fletcher has 189 Premier League appearances. So this is a player that's got, almost 70 more appearances or so than Stephen Fletcher in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
And
just
more
that
recently.
much more Premier League. Yeah, and more recently, I think that's the other.
Yeah.
I mean, he was playing the Premier League last season.
Mm-hmm.
So, granted, where are the legs? Can he do it for a sustained amount of time? We don't know that yet. But a player of that quality, when he can play and when he's healthy, should tear League One apart.
Yeah.
That's just. I've watched some of the highlights. I mean, we don't have that. Like,
Are you more excited about him, or are you more excited about Smith? Because
it's crazy. I think Sam Smith is going to be the bigger, obviously, and especially in the long run, because he's 26, or 26.
24, I think.
So,
is he?
Is it 24? I thought it was 26.
Let's get
Either
those.
way, he's just getting into his prime, right? So we got the prime. We're getting him in his prime.
Yeah.
But just having a player that, I mean, we've saw what a difference Stephen Fletcher can make.
Mm-hmm.
And having a player of that, at least that good, if not even better ability, is, I mean, to have two of them on the same team, unbelievable.
And how dare I question Aaron? He is 26. Absolutely. And, I mean, I'm just excited. I think it might have even been you, Josh, that mentioned it the other day.
Shocking.
Why not play Fletcher for half and now Rodriguez for half? 45 minutes each.
Well, my hope is that Parkinson makes some tactical changes to his strategy, because we have it. I mean, we're going to play 6 up front. No, you know what I mean? But I hope he makes some tactical changes of what he's doing. Granted, I think the last game was, fury was in his eyes, and it's like, okay, are you going to learn from your past mistakes and we keep going down this road? Because, like I said, those weren't callous games. That was piss poor. Oh dear.
That's what you were laughing. That's what you were laughing at, wasn't it, Aaron?
Yeah, John's in the mud over here. I don't know what he's talking about. He knows better.
Well, I'll get rid of that for you, because I know I don't want to upset you. But it's interesting, Josh, when you say tactical changes.
Yeah,
I think we don't need to change our tactics, because we're in third position and we've made a few fundamental errors to lose a couple of to tie a couple of games that we should have won. Obviously, in my thinking back, but we need to change tactically, like you say, around how we play players.
Yeah, I think
this is play players.
Yeah, I want to add on to that. You could grab it back. It's like I think you could see the frustration on the players, mainly a guy like Elliot Lee playing up there. You know what I mean? You could see a frustration on players that, like, you want to let the shackles off. I don't know who said it. Gareth Southgate. I think it actually was Matt. Like, the Gareth Southgate analogy is a very good analogy. We have such better players, and we're like, oh my God, we could be doing so much better. We have more talent on here, including Dan Scar, that we could go and do better. So I think that's it. That's what I'm hoping happens. And it won't happen overnight. You know what I mean? It won't happen overnight. So, but Happification is 4-4-2 diamond.
Well,
I don't know.
Aaron, what do you think? I think we could see a totally different Elliot Lee now that he doesn't have to play in the striker position.
Yeah, you play Elliot Lee where he's supposed to play, and he's going to bag us a load of goals. Last season, he scored 15 goals out of the 8 spot. I mean, he was playing as an 8, and he scored 15 goals last season. That's where he should be playing.
How many of those
and
were
played the most amount of minutes of any player?
Yes. And how many of those were him coming in, guys? Like coming in, just flooding the box.
Exactly.
After, following up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is where he's comfortable. That's what he does the best. He can do what everybody was talking about. The dude that crap, I can't think of his name. The player for Stevenage the other night that gave us hell.
Kemp.
Kemp. He can do that. That is what Elliot Lee does if we play him in the correct position. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's great, and he's good defensively too. Like, he's good, but you got to play him as an 8. You can't play him as a strike, as a whatever 10 or a striker or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's better as an 8. He's amazing at it. Him and Rathbone, I think, would tear teams apart.
Oh God, Rathbone! I totally forget about Rathbone all the time. You know, he's just like, yeah. But Ken, you woke up to
so good.
Yeah, you woke up to all this. I mean, it's gotta be like Christmas morning to you.
Yeah, I did watch. I didn't watch both the shows. I watched your show where Paddy was on, which was the Rodriguez show.
Yeah,
the Rodriguez show, and I see Hip Karma was commenting there a bit. She was obviously still up. It was around midnight our time. She's up now, out of bed. I mean, this is just it down here in Oz, like, the other side of the planet where we're upside down and back to front. I mean, 9:15 in the morning and super pumped. And I just think, wow, like I don't think. Do I think neither of those players will start tonight? I definitely don't think Rodriguez will start. There's a possibility Smith could start, but I don't see it.
I'd like to see it. Well, there's also the elephants in the room about.
You do?
Yeah, I think Smith starts. I think he throws him right in.
I would.
Aaron?
I think he throws him. Think about it. After the performance we just got, okay, and the absolute tantrum Parky threw after the game, if he puts Palmer back on that pitch with anybody, people will riot. Yeah. If you got Sam Smith on the team, it's not like we got to wait on him to get fit. He's been playing. He's fine. He can go right in. He is match fit.
I'm looking at his stats here. He started 24 of 25 matches.
Put him in. He's ready to go. They both trained with the team today. Yeah, they're both in training.
Took them 28 too.
Well, but just remember that it's 1:30 or something. I think they fly down. But I think for me, I thought we'd be starting Mullen and Marriott up front and having Smith on the bench with Fletcher. As Hip Karma said there, I see Smith on the bench. But, I mean, look, I'll be super happy if it's Smith and Marriott with Mullen and Fletcher on the bench.
I think what we'll get is, it depends on Marriott. Is he ready to start? That's if Parky thinks he's ready to start, then it's Marriott. If not, it could be Mullen. But I think then it's going to be so it's Smith and Marriott or Mullen, and then whichever of the Mullen Marriott doesn't start, be on the bench, plus Fletcher and Rodriguez.
That's the thing.
Go ahead.
Notice it's not just a starting 11 fix, with all the faces in now. It's a full squad mix. Who's on the bench? You know what I mean? Because how is that dynamic going to go? We are very front heavy, and there's rumors going around that something was accepted for Palmer and it was rejected by him. What's going on there? The Mullen rumors about him going to Port Vale. I don't know. So what's the balance going to look like? That's it. It's balance.
Yeah.
I said, actually, yeah, I think that there's so much going on there, so much to think about how this will play out now with our team and our squad and how we line up. And like Aaron said, with the Parky blow up after the last game, and it wasn't so much that we lost, it's how we lost.
Yeah.
Called it a very un-Wrexham-like performance. Like the effort looked poor. And so it's, I mean, I just love the fact that this is what we're talking about now, only 72 hours or whatever it is after such a terrible game.
It's great because it's a good cleansing, But Ken, on that note, what I thought was the most interesting out of his comments, and I don't know if you might have not seen that one, was we got players who didn't play on Tuesday, and they got every right to knock on my door. And if they don't get selected for the weekend, got to make sure we fight for the team, and that's what we're all about. So we always dug deep, fought as a team, and had a good team ethic. The knock on the door thing to me is like, and that was before all this came out about the signings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Brant.
Yeah, Brunt. Yeah.
There's one.
If I was Brunt, I'd be beating that door down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
there's one I think has to start because we were so bad defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Aaron, we don't have to get into the whole O'Connell Scar thing, but do you think O'Connell will start this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if he didn't, because I really think if you listen to what Parkey was saying, a lot of the stuff he was saying, talking about blocking balls and not giving enough effort, it was very much aimed towards the defensive
end,
the defenders. And I think a lot of that was, I think he had one in mind for sure.
Well, and was it Scar, you think?
I think so.
Okay.
I think Scar was probably, I don't think he was happy with Scar after that game.
Let me raise my hand on that, though. We're forgetting about Stash. Like, did Stash have a good game? I don't know.
No, he didn't have a great game.
No, he didn't.
But it's where I think Brunt goes. I think Brunt slides in for Stash.
What I found interesting about the last game, see, I'm of the opposite opinion of I think Scar should start, but that's okay. But why I think Aaron might be right is because Okonkwo and Scar had so much miscommunication in that game.
Yeah.
6s and 7s.
And it's not all on Scar, it's on Okonkwo as well. Now, as a manager, do you go, well, do I need to get and those two guys need to sit down in a post-game debrief and look through it and take some ownership on both sides and say, this is what I should have done, this is what I should have done, and I needed you to do this and you needed me to do that, and it didn't happen. And they have to work that out. But O'Connell and Okonkwo don't seem to have that issue.
Can I add to that a little bit? So AO normally doesn't come out and control his box as good as he wants to, right? That's a fact.
Which
especially
I hate.
Which I hate. Which Scar was doing. Obviously, there was definitely no communication back there because they both were looking at each other like, "What the f are you doing? What are you doing?" I think AO was on that note at that time. Were we down 2-1 or 1-1 or 1-0? Was it?
I'm not sure, but I'll tell you what. Just quickly on one of those goals, Josh.
Yeah.
Scar got nutmegged, and Clearworth got nutmegged in the same goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ball went through their feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But anyway, you keep going.
Yeah. What I think my point to that was I think AO was trying to go out of himself, what he normally does, to try to help a situation, to try to put himself out there a little bit more, like go out of his skin. I think to that point, if I was Scar, I would have just put my laces through it and put it out. You know what I mean? We were. I think we were down 2-0 at the time. I think we were. Yeah.
I think one of the big criticisms you hear a lot, especially from people that have been to a lot of games, AO is not very vocal, and I think O'Connell, when he's in, makes up for that, and he. John Merrill, this guy's in the mud. Why do we let this guy come in here and just shoot pot shots at us?
Let him have his fun. Good on you, John. But
love you, John.
We go back to Paddy's comment.
Yeah.
And Bruce thinks that's a fair point around O'Connell because he's never in his box. He's running up front. He's not running that far up front, to be fair. But I like it.
Well, I think that I disagree. I think O'Connell does a really good job of keeping that back line in shape. And does he
But
those guys communicate through O'Connell, I think.
You know why he's so good at it? Because he lies down right down at ground level on the ground. He lies down there and he looks around.
All right, okay. All right. This is I'm
what's great about
final
this?
say on this.
Few strikers there, and we're sitting.
I know
there
we're arguing about our defenders.
Absolutely. You guys, you're in SeaWorld right now. You are.
Hey, it's my show. It's a local campaign.
So O'Connell when he fucks up, it's because he fell down. Okay. If Scar fucks up, it's because he's fucking shit. All right.
Oh, dear.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
Would you tell that to his face?
That's
Oh,
what? Sure. I don't care.
I'm gonna clip that up, tag him in it, and I'm gonna say.
I mean, he may
That's a
watch
short.
it. I hope he
That's a
doesn't.
short.
But, I mean, it just it's different. Like when O'Connell makes a mistake, it's because he fucking fell down. Like it's something stupid.
How
It's
is
like,
that better?
like
How is that better?
Okay, because it only happens once or twice a game. And other than that, he's still making blocks and heading the ball out of the box and doing all the others. Like if you actually, you look at his Shrewsbury stats, okay, forget the fall down part. Like if you could take those mistakes out of it, it was a good performance. It was just that he was shit for those 2 goals. Absolute garbage for those 2 goals. And that's the difference. Fucking Scar had a terrible game no matter what. Like it was just a bad game.
I will quote
for anybody that's just listening. I wish you could see this because I'm just going with my one-eyed view on this now, Aaron. But I did want to talk about. Well, let's get off this because we could go all night.
Yeah, we go all night.
Chris Williams. I wonder what Farl is thinking. Dude was a record signing, and and not so much. I'm not worried about Revan and Longman, but Farl. To be honest, he's not going to be on the bench now.
Mm-mm.
He's not. He's not going to get. And don't get me wrong, I'm totally okay with that because I think he might play interesting, as Josh calls it, the Jimmy Bag of Donuts Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Will Farl get a start there, or are we going to start taking that seriously now? I mean, Farl for me, we could just end up holding on to him and selling him off next year at this rate if we go up.
Or loaning him out. We talked, Patty and I mentioned that too.
Yeah.
Paul, I think, is getting Paul into the deal right now. I mean, listen, he's probably looking around going, what did I do wrong? Maybe he's not training. Yeah, we're not training well. I don't know. What's going on, Matt?
What do you think? What do you think with Farl?
Farl, I think he'll I think he was we signed him at the time because we needed a body.
Yep.
We needed
what's available.
We needed that guy at that position. And then now I think he's still young enough. We could, if we were to go up, we could loan him out to a League One club maybe next season, or even a League Two. But he's done it at League Two. I'd like to see him in League One get a real run out. But I think and then if he gets good enough and you want to try him in the first team, try him. If not, you sell him. It's whatever. I mean, eventually, that's how it's going to have to be. But he's just because we brought all these other guys in. He's not going to play this season.
Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
Minutes played this year, 56.
56. He's not going to, and he'd probably get less from here to the end of the season,
Yeah.
If he gets 10, it'll be a miracle. Now he'll play he may play in the cup depending on how serious Parky wants to start taking that.
Yeah.
But he's just not. He's not what we need right now. I think if we were sitting 10th or 12th or something like that, I think we'd be playing. We'd see a lot of Mo. Because then it's we're safe, but let's get him some minutes and run him out there.
Yeah.
But because of where we're at, I don't think we're going to see him at all.
He's 21 years old this year. Doesn't count on our squad list this year. So there's no need to do anything with him this year. But unless you're chasing a little bit of money, which I don't think we are. So I just think he's going to sit there in our squad in case there's an emergency. We get 2 bad injuries in one match and we need to rush a guy in, so he's not going anywhere. I mean, I've got my thoughts on this. We've got one too many for the squad now. I think I've got my pick on who I think should be taken off the squad list. Who do you think we'll remove from the squad list, Aaron?
Bolton
I'm
makes the
going
most
Boyle.
sense to me. That makes the most sense to me.
Yep. I said Boyle.
Yeah.
Either way.
Either one. I do think. I think Boyle. Not that I think he's a good League One player, but I think if we had if for some reason we needed, whether it's red cards, suspension, something like, and we got in a pickle and we needed an extra defender, even on the bench, I'm okay with having Boyle. You know what I mean? He's not terrible. Obviously, he's not ever your first choice on this team, but
not on this team. And I'm not against Boyles. Yeah, sorry.
Luke Bolton's getting no time.
Yeah. Fair. And look, I think they're both good choices. I'm not against Boyle as a player. Boyle, when he's played for us, has done totally fine.
Yeah.
But he's not getting a start in this squad.
Right. Yeah.
So, and let's face it, our intentions are very clear right now. We want to go up. And what do we need to do most of to go up that we haven't been doing? Score goals. So there's no point getting rid of an attacker.
Yep.
There's just no point.
Yeah.
So, and Bolton makes sense too. I get that. So either way, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it seems everybody's worried about our strikers going out. And if they want to, great. I don't think you have to, though. You know what I mean? Like,
well, Fowle's under 21.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm not worried about Fowle, but like, Mullen's coming up, and Mullen and Palmer are the two that have been mentioned a lot today. And I don't think they have to. Now, if they want to go, that's different. Then move them if you can, if they want to.
There's two things about both those players, one for each. Mullen only goes somewhere if it's close to home because of his family and his child.
Right.
So he has to be within driving distance. Port Vale makes sense. It's only 39 miles away, stadium to stadium. So I don't know exactly what it is for him from home to training ground, but let's call it 40 miles, roughly. That's how far it is away. So 60 kilometers in my speak, which is not far. Like that's, an hour's drive.
Right.
Then Palmer has been starting pretty much every game. How does Parky's mindset go from this has been the guy I've got to start to now he's off my squad altogether? That's too big a stretch for me.
I mean,
from Parky's mindset.
Because here's the thing. Okay, so if we brought Sam Smith, by all accounts, is coming in to play the Parky role or the Palmer role. Okay, so if he's playing the Palmer role, Rodriguez can play the Palmer role. Fletcher can play the Palmer role. We don't need Palmer to play the Palmer role.
No, I agree.
And I don't think he's better than any of those. I think he's fourth choice if you look at that,
And but the only thing is both Fletcher and Rodriguez, I'm saying, aren't 90-minute players. Whereas, we don't have access to the data, as in their heart rate, their lactate levels, blood tests, everything like that. But for me, from what I've seen from both Mullen and Marriott, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
And I think Mullen can play the Palmer role.
Yeah.
He holds the ball up great, and he's better with the ball in his feet.
I actually agree with that.
JM holds the ball up great too if you put the ball to feet. And I think it's a better way to put the ball to feet than playing the ball in the air.
And who's more threatening? Who's more threatening with the ball at their feet, Palmer or Mullen? Or actually, Palmer or anybody?
Yeah.
Well, that's an easy one. That's an easy one for me because right now, defenses are happy to give Palmer 5 meters because he's not a threat at scoring the goal himself. And our other attackers aren't in sync with him and close enough when he gets the ball to be a threat. They're still trying to catch up to get there for whatever reason of how we play. So that needs to change. So, yeah, whatever. What about Scar? And there you go. John is really on the bait trip.
Hey, hold on. This reminded me of something I saw earlier. It made me laugh. Somebody said we should drop Palmer to defender and really get a tune out of him. So let's drop Palmer to the center. Palmer starts tomorrow in the defense.
Start 9 Palmers. He might start center half. You never know. I think it's an attitude problem. Let me ask you this. Do you think it's more? Is it? By the way, fucking Matt. Is this show sponsored by Dyson now? It could be. It could be. I had to go do a shopping thing for Ann. Do you think? Would you be more surprised if Mullen left or Palmer left or both or none? Out of all those, that's.
I would be more surprised if Mullen left.
I would be most surprised if both left, in what you said. But out of the two of them, which one would have been more surprised if they left? Mullen.
100%. I do too. I'd be shocked. I said the PR thing. Patty didn't agree with that. But I said the PR spin would be the hardest thing. How do you square that? You know, how do you
Been
square it?
injured, hasn't performed as well since he came back from injury. And we've upgraded, that's football. They could spin that pretty quick, pretty easy.
Right.
I could spin that.
ChatGPT, you'd spin it, yeah. But again, going back to what I said before, sorry to take a work call. If he's a good hitter, why does he need a hit cut?
Exactly.
Moneyball. George says he'd be more surprised if Mullen leaves. And Matt says that used to be the thing years ago. Center half, center forward, swapping regularly. Well, I mean, it's like being a two-way in football, American football, right?
Well, there's an interesting question right there. Because we've got 2 new strikers come in, Lee's obviously coming out of the striker role. Has to be.
Yeah.
What happens there? Does Lee go to the bench, or does Lee then automatically get a spot in the midfield and someone else gets benched?
To me, what'll happen, what I think should happen, this is purely my thoughts, is exactly what we did after halftime against Stevenage, which was Rathbone and Lee were dropped down, or the 2 8s, and then we dropped Dobson to the 6 for Matty James. We pulled Matty James off. I think that 3, to me, if it was up to me, that would be my 3 in the midfield, would be Lee, Rathbone as the 2 8s with Dobson at the base of it in the 6.
So Matty James is on the bench.
Yeah, that's what tomorrow I would.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. And I'm not saying I'm against Matty James. I think he's played well, but I like that midfield better.
And you can rotate it, by the way, too. You can
rotate. Exactly. It doesn't have to be that every week. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Different teams. Yeah, exactly.
We could rotate a team a lot of weeks. Do we ever do it?
Well, that's what I'm hoping, that he's learning from his mistakes.
That's the tactic that has to change.
They are mistakes. Also, by the way, I'm DuPont. I think you're all new. By the way, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel and share out and become a local pundit member. It helps out the channel and everything. As you can see, we just hit 1.5, which is awesome. So to the community and everybody, lovely. Sorry, that's fantastic. Where does
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, hard work is done, and it's all because of you. We love doing it with all of you, and all the other channels do. They work their asses off too.
Aaron, when he said it's all because of you, he was talking to you and me.
I know. I know who he was talking to. I know.
Yeah.
I have a mirror right here. I actually have a mirror, and I'm literally just saying it in the mirror.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Of course he's got a mirror. This guy. He's so vain. I bet he thinks this song's about him. That's what he is.
You think you? I actually love that. I love that song. I don't think anyone will pick that up, but I love that song.
Go Janice. Go Janice.
Yeah.
My problem with that song, just real quick, the song is about him. Like, she's trying to make the point that he thinks the song is about him. She needs to figure it out. That's, what he got.
And who was the song about? Who's the rumor that the song is about?
Oh, shoot. Who is the act? What's his name? I can't think. He's an actor. I can't think of his name.
Warren Beatty.
Yes, that's the one.
Warren Beatty. Yeah. You think the song is?
It is about him.
I never put that together.
This song is literally about him.
It's a great song.
I love it.
We don't digress at all. I just love that.
Okay, so
sorry.
Well, there was an interesting one there. So that's our midfield, right? Look, our best midfield. We're saying our best midfield is Dobson, Lee, and Rathbone.
Yeah,
I think so. In certain games, probably. Maybe not always, but yeah, because Matty James the last couple games has not looked great, but before that he looked classy. So
I think it's the best balanced midfield. I think it's the best
probably.
So of that squad that we now have, which by the way, shame on you, Fop Mob, because Sam Smith and Jay Rodriguez are still listed at their respective previous clubs. Get with the game. Got to catch up to the local pundit. But who's our best? Okay, so who's our best 2 strikers in that squad? that could start.
I mean,
Smith and JM, right? It has to be.
I think so.
That could start.
It just depends on I don't know. I don't know enough about Rodriguez whether he can actually play
the minutes.
Because like I said, he has started some games for Burnley this season, and that's in the championship. I know John Merrill has said that his legs are pretty much gone, and if that's true and he's more of just a Fletcher, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can go, I mean, boy, that'd be something.
So there's two sides to that. If he can play 90 minutes, well, then he's a starter, right? If he can't, you can then afford to play both Fletcher and him as impact players earlier, alternating.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could play a whole half.
Well, do you think he's signing players for the 65 and for the 30? So that makes a lot of sense because that's what Parkinson does. So he has his 65-minute players, and now we're looking right now.
Okay, let me ask this then. Okay, so this whole time before Rodriguez was even a thing, was even a glimmer in our eye, the thought was that Smith was coming in to play the Palmer role. So if he's going to lean on Rodriguez and Fletcher to play more time in the Palmer role, does Smith play the other role? I think he can. He's fast. Got speed. Yeah. He's got some speed. I didn't realize he was as fast as he. I saw some highlights where he is fast.
Smith is fast. I mean, James said that the other day, and I'm going to bring this up real quick, Ken. Sorry to cut you off there. So this was a thread about Sam Smith, 8 goals and 1. I mean, this guy, 5'9", 26 years old, League One, 24, 25, 20 games, 7 goals, 2 assists. This guy, he's what, got 11 goals. This is a good thread right here.
I saw something about him too. Apparently, in the calendar year 2024, he was the League One leading scorer. So from last January to now, basically, to the end of December, he was the leading scorer in League One. So now that's not a season, but from the end of last season to this calendar year, he was the highest scorer in League One.
And I'm not totally sold. I'm not totally sold on Smith is playing the Palmer role yet.
I don't know. I will just have to.
It's a wait and see. Right. But at the moment, I think, probably if I'm going to work on the proviso that Rodriguez can't play 90, then my best 2 strikers are Smith and Marriott.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's our best 2 wingers / wingbacks?
Well, before you go on, now. I want you to define the Palmer role. So I'll tell you what it is. It's crap. Define what the Palmer role does. Defensive headers, right? Does he score goals?
No, that's too harsh, Josh.
Yeah, that's too short. Fletcher, fine. Call it the Fletcher role. Okay, what Fletcher does when Fletcher comes on. That's what we're talking about.
He scores.
Okay. Right. The role is
Palmer can't do what Fletcher does.
That's right. The role is to receive the ball.
Which is why we're upgrading Palmer. That's why we're upgrading Palmer.
Yeah.
So
let's face it. His role is to receive the ball in an attacking position, hold the ball, and pass it off to attackers to score.
Fair enough. There's actually
that's his role.
That's his role. Matt makes 2 good points. He thinks that Palmer will not be on the bench. He refused to train today. I don't know if that's true. Matt Al can confirm that. I don't know. But that's the other thing too. And sorry, Ken, I apologize. Where's the other one from him? Matt Al had something.
No, take your time, mate. We haven't got anywhere to be.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, fine. There you go. Palmer.
I love watching Josh. The best part about this is watching Josh really focusing in on the screen, trying to get something. He's like searching. I'm nearly there.
Yeah. Hey, you've been in the position of trying to hunt. Yeah. There you go.
Tell me, mate. I put my hand up. I'm probably worse than you.
Hey, there's a reason I leave that shit to you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair way.
Okay, so let's keep moving back through the squad. We're doing an Aaron. We're going from forward all the way back.
We're
supposed to go back to front, Ken. You got it all backwards. What are you doing here?
I'm trying to be more like you, mate, because you clearly are savant.
I hope everyone doesn't Google that. I just hope they don't. I hope they
don't. Who are our best left and right wingers / wingbacks?
I think Barney is the obvious choice on the right.
Yep. Agreed.
I need to see Longman on the left for us before I can say he's better than Macca. So it's not because I know he's played a lot on the left. I don't know if that translates for us because it was a left wing. Can he play left wing back? I don't know. I don't know.
The chat.
Can he?
Well, this is just it. I'm undecided on the left side. I agree with you 100%. It has to be Barney on the right. But on the left, it could be, and people aren't going to like me for saying this, it could be Macca. It could be Longman. Could be Mendy. But my gut is telling me it could be Longman.
I hope it is. I think Macca needs to be an impact player. Sorry.
I think Macca looks good as an impact player. He really does.
I agree with Matt too.
What a great impact player too.
See, that's my thinking on Longman too. I wonder if he can even. I don't know that he'd play a left wing back. I agree. I'm with you, Matt. I know what you mean. I was kind of. It's a different thing.
Will he change the out?
Look at that. I love that. Nick is so furious about this. He's gone and made it a super chat. Well done, Nick. Mad Al says Longman can play midfield. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's in our best midfield.
Right.
Because I don't think Longman's better than any of the three players that we're putting in that midfield.
Oh, Tess is calling you out too, by the way. Thank you for the super chat. Tess is calling you out, Ken. You put Mendy as a starter the other day. I don't know.
Well, he didn't get a start. We would have won. You'll never know because he didn't do it.
Yep, there you go. I like that. I like where you're coming from, Ken.
He didn't put him there. We would have won.
Yeah.
Mistakes wouldn't have happened. Mendy would have come through. He would have scored 3 goals.
Absolutely.
And we'll never know.
We'll never know. We can't prove you wrong, can we?
That's right.
Well, you know what? We can't prove you right either. Jesus.
That's true.
No, but in my mind, Josh, I'm right.
Yeah, because down under, and I get it. You're Turd Ferguson. You are literally Turd Ferguson.
But now we get to the fun bit. Who's our best 3 defenders?
Hold on. Did you read that? A.O., Rathbone, Lee, Mullen, Marriott, Fall, Fletcher, Smith, Rodriguez. I like that lineup a lot.
Well, Wayne Evans, who is a high-level rugby league player, just says play your best players.
You can't just if they're all strikers, we can't help it.
But 11 strikers.
I love it.
And if we had 11 strikers, Palmer would be the keeper.
By the way, no one has picked up on Turd Ferguson yet. Like, it's fucking crazy.
I'm not touching it.
It's no one's picked up on Turd Ferguson yet. It's been 4 shows now, by the way. 4.
I'm not touching it.
Oh man. That one.
Okay, Aaron, let's let Josh go first.
What? What is the question?
Best 3 defenders.
Oh, best 3 defenders? Brunt, Scar, and Max.
Brunt, Scar, and Max. No stash for you.
No, stash for me is still a midfielder. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It's not a bad reference. I swear, it's not a bad reference. The Turd Ferguson is not a bad reference. It really isn't. Trust me. All right. No Stash for me. I think Stash is a midfielder. I think he should. I actually think Stash would do Stash and Evans would do the Matty James role fairly good.
Look at this. I'm famous now.
You are famous, all right.
Okay. Well, too bad. I'm not apologizing for it because no one's willing to play it and then show me that I'm right.
So hold on, let me hit you that up too. He did call you out on the last show, and he said in Australia, and he held back. He held back on it. He said in Australia, and he apologized to all of Australia for you. So,
well, to all seven of the Australians out there watching.
Why are you going to diminish the local pundits' reach? What's wrong with you?
Mate, there's only 12. There's only 12 people in this country.
That's yeah.
And you guys think it's Austria anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And how many kangaroos? There we go. By the way, sorry, I'm pausing the entire show. It's there it is. Norm Macdonald, Celebrity Jeopardy, and Burt Reynolds. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Third Ferguson. It has nothing to do. It's such a good. If you haven't watched it, it's hilarious. It's absolutely
Oh
hilarious.
my god, the super chats are coming thick and fast.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, and then we go to Kelly. The look that Aaron gave Josh when he put Scar in the lineup.
That's the look. That's the look when you realize you ran out of toilet paper. And it's like,
you know what I love about this? We're getting into this, and I've nearly forgotten. What did you say? You said Brunt, Scar, and Max, didn't you?
yeah.
I'd almost forgotten who you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Brunt,
I'm going to let you
O'Connell,
go
Max.
next because I know you're going to put O'Connell in there. So you give us the
Brunt,
best.
O'Connell, and Max.
Brunt, O'Connell, and Max.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, guys.
This is tough for me. Like, I mean, I just think it's I think it's Brunt and Max, and then I still think it's Scar, but I'm really struggling with the communication that I saw between Scar and AO, and that's why I'd almost be happy to see O'Connell come back in for Scar in this next match.
Can we agree that was AO's worst match in a red shirt? Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can't put it all on Scar.
Right. You can't. Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. So there, Aaron.
I can.
You can. You can.
If he'd have blocked a couple of those, AO wouldn't have had to miss those saves.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, you call up. Wait. He said easily you can't put it on him. He's not a Scar fan either, or easily of the AO. I don't know. BJ, clarify. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, Ken.
Can we have an Aaron King with Scarabs in the stadium?
Well, we might actually.
You're coming on the pregame with me.
Yeah, I'll be on the pregame. So
that's you and me.
So if that happens, we can have a full Aaron meltdown on the pregame.
Or we're going to have a full Ken meltdown if O'Connell gets to start.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you forgot.
Either way, we have a meltdown.
You guys are doing the pregame tomorrow, which is new. That's awesome. I love it. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, you going to bed? Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's a 1 o'clock in the morning start for me. So our pregame will start at 12:30. So I'll go catch a few hours shut eye, then I'll get up.
Jeez, the chat. Oh, sorry.
And James Lee, it's all crocodiles, kangaroos, and wallabies. Telling you. There is a great video. If you look at some of the worst river crossings in the world, there's one in North Queensland where literally these people are going across, and when it's not rushing hard, it's only like this high of water, and all the cars are crossing, but right beside it, there's like 20 crocodiles just watching you going, please fuck up because I want my lunch.
Oh, just the chat today. John Merrill. He's right. He's right. It'll be imagine what happens if this happens.
Actually, and this is just it. I nearly put O'Connell on the right.
Didn't they one of Scar's first starts, didn't they do that?
They did do that.
Because that was when Max was hurt. We slid O'Connell to the right and played Scar in the middle.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
There was a thing called the internet, and I could look it up, but I would do that.
Right?
You look it up.
You should do that.
Yeah, I'll do results.
This is so good. And Matt, I'm telling you, when other channels are willing to donate money, and Matt, great to hear from you again. This is fantastic. Donation to get Josh's haircut fixed by a proper hairdresser. Josh, have you got that hat close by?
I do. There we go.
Because this is a very cool hat.
Oh yeah.
So
houndstooth.
Yeah. This might be a local pundit hat. We are testing it out. This is an Elwood hat, but they make our hats too. Same brand, same everybody. I work for the what's that show? What's the late night thing where they're doing like, and look at this hat, sell this pen. You'll know what it is.
You're doing infomercials.
Yeah, infomercial. Yeah. So it's the same hat, but it's in Bones Tooth. Is that right?
Houndstooth.
Houndstooth. Yeah, Houndstooth.
Hound. Hound.
Hound. Yeah, him too. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And it's a nice hat. Yeah.
HSN.
HSN.
Yeah.
QVC.
QVC. Oh my God, I remember QVC.
And you can put it on your head, and it can cover your shit haircut,
Dude.
or your baldness, right? It can be.
Actually, Josh, just put it on again now. Can you just put it back the same way? Put it back on just for a second, same way. Yep. Now just pull the peak down a bit lower.
Little lower.
And a little bit lower.
A
bit lower. Yeah, that's good.
There it is. There it is. Got it. Nailed it. Nailed it.
What happened? Yo.
I'm with these guys. QVC. I used to stay up and watch like the knife show. There'd be guys selling knives like this long.
Mm-hmm. That's not
insane.
That's a lie.
Insane. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, Matt. It's just I will tell you right now, the amount of abuse and fun abuse that is Matt gives me in our privates is not a private chat.
Oh, in your what?
In our private chats. In a private
whatever
chat.
you and Matt are doing in your own, whatever these YouTube superstars are doing in their own private time, Aaron's lost it.
In our private chats about Manchester United is awesome. It's just like
guys, you need to go check out Josh's OnlyFans page.
Yeah, channel. That's not the OnlyFans.
In our private chat. Oh God! Oh man! I mean, I should wrap it up today.
No, you done it. Now I got a cramp. I'm cramping in my ribs. I'm dying over here.
I kicked myself into Paul Mullins. I was looking something up. Oh man, it's amazing.
Unbelievable.
If you turn a phrase, you know what I mean. It's so good. I'm trying to find the results here. Thank you.
Oh my God, this is so much.
My face hurts.
You have to say, we know how to have fun here on the local pundit.
Yeah, we don't know what the hell we're talking about, but we have a lot of fun saying it.
We don't have this much fun in the local Kendit, do we?
Well, this is the local Kendit show. This shows. Look, I've already got 1,500 subscribers, Josh.
It's so good. James thinks the boys are punchy. This is funny, y'all calling it. Well, we try to do the first thing we try to do is shoot the rehearsal. The second thing we try to do is have fun and enjoy it because that we do. It's all entertaining. Yeah, be entertaining. Yeah, and then try to defend Scott.
Oh my God, Scott wants to get us back on track here.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to ask what the starting lineup and the bench would be tomorrow.
Okay.
Ooh.
But take that one first. Take it from Scott first.
We'll do Scott first.
Yeah, and we'll go from there.
Okay, Aaron. Serious question. With this squad now, what happens? 1, if we go up, or 2, if we stay down.
Okay, so if I'm understanding the question correctly, he wants 2 separate answers. So what happens if we go up? What happens if we stay down? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If we stay down, let me take that one first. If we stay down,
oh God, after spending the money, sorry,
but I think we're in really good shape coming into next season. We have a very strong squad.
Don't need to change anything.
Do a little bit of work in the summer, maybe a couple defenders.
Get rid of O'Connell.
Yeah. Don't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think. Okay, so first off, if we stay down, I don't think we need to change anybody.
I mean, we will. Well, there'll be changes. They'll change it up, but
minor tweaks.
Yeah, but I think we're in really good shape for next season. Now, you never know how that goes.
But that's not going to happen.
Everybody thought Bolton was in great shape for this season, and they fell apart. So, although they are on it, and Schumacher, they just hired as coach. He's a solid coach. So,
but we all know that's not going to happen, Aaron.
Right. So if we go up, I think there's a lot.
Sorry, when we go up.
Yes, I think there's a lot of changes that'll have to be made all over. We're going to need some serious upgrading.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere really. Do we know that? I don't think Smith has ever played in the championship. If he has, I don't think he's played much. I think he's been. Now, don't get me wrong, he's been great at league.
Smith has not been the championship, and that's one thing.
Right.
that James said. He hadn't gone to championship. He doesn't think he's championship quality, but he's never had an opportunity. And by the way, that's a quote from John Merrill afterwards. Never had an opportunity to play that. So you can't turd Ferguson him.
Yeah. I'm looking for the Don't get me started on cars. You're giving me like flashbacks, Wayne. But no, I think there'll be a lot of changes if we go up.
Yeah, I think we'd need 4 good players when we go up to make sure we stay up.
I'd say 5 or 6 probably.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Matt's saying we need 10. Patty, are you sleeping? I know he's probably in bed.
Patty put that chat in there. Who put that one in there?
Yeah, Patty.
Or was that you, Josh, just trolling us?
No, that's me. I did it. I did that. I'm trying to do research here. I'm trying to do stuff. I don't know what you guys do. I'm trying to do stuff. Leighton Orient game. Somebody's on it. Whoever that is. Thank you very much. Okay, good. By the way, Stevenish did the
Chazza Gaming. That's a new one. Hey, Chazza.
Yeah. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm trying to find that thing. Sorry about that. Go ahead. Don't just ignore me. I'm not even here. Literally. I'm trying to find
that takes care of that.
Yeah, but we both did it at the same time. We both we're both taking the same.
Now it gets really fun if we totally remove him and kick him out of the pod. Get out of here.
Who's booting?
You said you weren't here.
I'm trying to find out when Scar did play it right back. I thought that was an interesting comment.
No, I don't think it was Scar that played it. I think it was O'Connell that played it.
Yeah,
they played Scar in the middle and O'Connell on the side.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Scar played the middle. O'Connell played as the right center back.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a chat earlier. And
if we go up, but if we do go up, it's a relegation fight. I mean, you just want to stay up.
Yeah. I want to get the championship. Look at that handsome.
Look at that guy.
Look at that guy. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, this is the one, Paul. We know, Josh, there has to at least minimum be one more signing, because there's no way Wrexham would have released all of this, every signing, when they knew the show that Aaron was going to bring on.
Oh my God.
It's all right. It's okay. Honestly,
Aaron's going to bring it.
You want an honest opinion?
No, lie to everybody, please.
No, honest opinion. I'm surprised that Rodriguez wasn't a defender, because I don't think Parky's necessarily happy with either Scar or O'Connell. And I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have brought in a defender. I really don't. That may not be
You're letting Patty infect you. Patty's infected your mind, I think.
Did Patty say that too?
Our mind melding. Yeah.
Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike.
I guess that's true
Patty.
for the people that aren't great minds too, then, Aaron.
Yeah. Dumb people think alike too.
Actually, I'll tell you what I am enjoying at the moment. Oh, no, actually, no, I'm not going to say it. No, it's political. I'm going to leave it alone. But yeah, interesting, because there could still be another signing, and it could be a defender.
You never know. Yeah, I mean,
it could be. You know, I'm joking. Obviously, it could be. By the way, it could be. Yeah.
No, well, who knows?
Because I made that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I made a poll this morning before all this popped off with how many more signings everybody thought. Was it Scar on the right? I thought it was EOC on the right.
Yeah, Sean does his research. Good.
Yeah,
that's good stuff there.
Sean's a good-looking dude. How could he be wrong?
How could he be wrong? Sean from the Red Horde just crushing it. I'm sure he's at work right now. By the way, I'm sure he's at work, and he's on his personal.
Is Sean on? Is Sean from Red Horde? Oh, that's Sean from Red Horde.
Yeah, that's Red Horde. That's the Red Horde.
Oh my God, Sean!
Yeah,
that's why I brought it up.
Look at the baby face. Look at the baby face in that picture.
Looks so young.
Yeah.
Is that like his Tinder profile? It's like a 20-year-old photo.
Swipe right. I love it. He looks great. That is a proper picture. I love it right there.
How old is that photo, Sean?
That was last week.
We want to know.
So he said October 1st, Wrexham 1-0 loss to Stevenage on the road. EOC in the middle, Scar on the right. How did they play though? How did they play together?
Well,
hey, we got a clean sheet. That's how they played.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Sorry, it's all over the place tonight, which is the most fun.
Oh my God, I'm copying it here. Keep up. Wow, ouch.
That's Bachelor Sean.
That's Bachelor Sean.
Oh wait, was that? Oh no, it was Stevenage. We lost that game.
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah, so we did. Is that what he said, Stevenage? I wasn't even paying attention. We played.
Well, I mean,
I lost.
this was your commitment to the team. What's wrong with you? I'll find it out. Hold on. He said, what was it? What was the game? Sorry, I'm bringing it up. I'm trying to find it.
Wherever his comment was, I don't know where it went.
Oh, I hate everybody right now. I hate myself. I hate myself for not finding things quicker.
Oh God.
I know.
You look younger today, Josh.
Yeah, it was Stevenage. So we lost that. So we lost that game. If it was Stevenage, we lost.
I got a haircut.
Yeah.
And
Did
it
you
wasn't.
ask for your money back?
I mean, I'm just glad at 45 years old I have my hair. You know what I mean? You know what it's like being 75, having your hair still, Ken?
Yeah, I do. Can Max play in the middle? My answer to that is no, not yet.
Yeah.
He might be able to, but I
Hey,
don't
how
think
about this? Here's something nobody's thrown out. Can Brunt play in the middle?
Of course he can. Brunt can do
He's
anything.
right-footed. He's right-footed, playing on the left. Play him in the middle.
He's our best
Yeah.
defender.
Well, Dan Moore said it.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Max has played. Yeah, that's a good one too. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go, Dan Moore.
What is going on? I'm trying to find. It doesn't matter. Okay, we lost again.
Well, I'm feeling bullish about a win tonight.
I feel good.
Tomorrow.
Well, it's tonight for me.
I know. This is a good one right here. Toxic Hunter. I love the name. That's awesome. Toxic. I love the thumbnail. I mean, it's not as good as Sean, but it's good. I agree that Scar and O'Connell have been poor recent, but I think O'Connell should be playing ahead of Scar. It's been noticeable against Birmingham and Stevenage how open we are without O'Connell. Scar hasn't been playing, so he was out of the team. He had a little bit of ring rust, but he came back. I still think Scar is, we signed 2 effing strikers and we're talking about Scar. What? My mind.
You've done 2 shows about strikers, Josh. Don't worry about it. I think we look great against Birmingham, and I think our whole team didn't show enough respect to Stevenage.
Okay. From now to the end of the season, who scores the most goals for us?
Scar.
Max.
Max.
It could be Max.
It could be.
Yeah.
From now till the end of the season.
Yeah. So starting now, everybody's on 0.
Marriott.
I like
It's
that.
either Marriott or it's what's his butt?
Smith.
Palmer. Josh will say Palmer.
Yeah, it's Palmer. Palmer's leaving. I'm saying it right now. And you're right, Brian Burton. I did say he's a midfielder. FB ref shows that Scar was on the right, but highlight was EOC. Okay, that's it. That Scar was Ollie Palmer. Matt, you are for who? For Burton Albion, Matt? Ollie Palmer is going to go.
He won't get a start.
I mean, to be fair, the guys that have moved away from the club haven't scored a shitload of goals. So he may be right. Matt may be right. Ollie Palmer could go away and score 20 goals for somebody.
So because Burton has signed both those players, they'll play against us. They're not loans.
Oh yeah, they'll both score too.
That's going to be juicy.
Yeah, I like JJ leaving. All right, JJ Boyle and what's his name? Bolton, I think can go. You know what I mean? Oh God.
And you could be right, Kim.
Yeah. And if Ratham keeps, he could be top scorer. I mean, yeah.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
So who'd you pick as your top scorers?
Well, I don't even. Definitely Max. I know. It's JM on 0s. It's JM or it's Smith. JM or Smith.
Okay. Aaron, I said Marriott.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. All right. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go with Rodriguez. Just for the fun of it.
Pure quality.
I love it.
Played in the Prem.
Dude.
Well, recently, last year.
He's got scissor up drunk off of watching him play in his.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a little over the top on him right now because I've been watching. I've been watching him score goals from like 10 years ago, where he's just making people look stupid. Yeah, it was awesome.
How many beers deep were you when you were watching those highlights, Aaron?
No beers, just mellow yellow. Just mellow yellow.
Mellow yellows.
Diamond Tap and Mellow Yellow. He was all in. That's what he was doing.
I'm cracking a Wrexham lager tonight. It's tonight for me to watch the game. It'll be 1 o'clock in the morning.
Diamond Tap.
crack a
I haven't
Wrexham
heard that
lager
forever.
Yeah, Diamond Tap. Sorry. Ken,
Fucking Diamond Tap.
Yeah.
My mom used to give me that to shut me up when I was like 10. Here, come take this.
Didn't
Go to
work.
bed.
Didn't work.
Toxic Hunter says, "Do we know what? Yeah, we talked about the rumor to Mullen on loan or leaving to go to Port Vale. Salford, I didn't know. People have better intel than I do. But my hot take is I think one, if not both, are going to go. I think.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you what. Loan is interesting. I actually wouldn't hate Mullen going on loan just because he'd get a lot more playing time and he could get back on form, and then bring him back in the summer. Let's say if we stayed down, he comes back in the summer and then could really help.
Glenda has hit us with the truth bomb right there.
Oh yeah, it's true. I mean, it's just a truth bomb. Just
that is Glenda. You have nailed that. Service. Gotta have service.
You gotta have service. Yeah, without bad service, you can't have good meals. Aaron making the purple. Yeah, exactly. You know, Nikki D. You know, and Sean says the most important thing: take your anti-vertigo medication. We're watching the Crawley Town match. That damn camera. Oh, because it's like
that was a bad one, wasn't it? Yeah. It's like you're looking straight down on it.
Oh no, that's not a good one. That's not a good one.
It. Not a fan.
Before I have a 4:30. We could do all else all night. And Ken, you know, this is the local Pundit, obviously.
It's my show, mate. If you got to go, get out of here.
I got 20 minutes. I'm talking to. I have a good call coming in. It's
here. He's about to name drop here. He's make himself.
I held cool. I'm not going to spill the tea.
No, I want you to go nail that. I want you to go nail that conversation, Josh.
Yes, you need to.
I will.
Smash it.
It's for all of us.
We're with you, brother. We're with you. The truth will come out later.
It will come out later. Also, too, let me just run this back here, too, before we do that. The lineup for tomorrow, what we're going to do, it's a pregame show, half hour before. Ken and Aaron are going to be hosting it. Aaron's going to have a goddamn meltdown tomorrow when Scar's in. Live watch-along show with the new stat scrolling. And also, we upgraded to do all of the League One games, too. So we'll have live table and live scores. So that's going to be going on, too.
So we don't have to update in the chat.
You do not have to update in the chat. Live scores coming in all day, everything too. So that's what we're doing there too. Again, everything that comes here goes right back into it, as you all know. So that's good. So Ken did a great job last week updating the scores. We don't need to do that. It's going to be in there. Right after it, it's Rextra time. Call and show, phone and show. Have your say and do your thing. I think that's going to be Patty and Ken or Aaron too. Yep. Yep. Because Ken needs to get some sleep. And Patty then and got a full day. Yep. And then who's going to be on the bench and who's starting tomorrow? That's what I want. That's my last question.
Okay, well, let's do it. Who? Well, you, Aaron. This is my show. Aaron, you go first.
So who's starting the starting 11 tomorrow?
Starting 11 from the back.
Okay, from the back. Okay. So Mark Howard.
Rodriguez and Smith are available. Yeah, Capelette, they are.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. All right. So AO. Okay. Brunt on the left side of the back three. Max on the right. Ollie Palmer in the middle. ESC in the middle. And then we'll go Barney on the right. The safe bet is Macca. Wouldn't totally surprise me because of Tuesday if it was Revan. Okay, wouldn't surprise me, but I think probably Mac is a safe bet. The midfield three I think will be Rathbone, Lee, and
Maddie.
Dobson. And then I think I don't know. This is where it's hard because I don't know if Marriott, if he feels Marriott's ready, it's Marriott and Smith. If not, it's Mullen and Smith. That's my thoughts.
Who's on the bench?
On the bench. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
on the bench, whichever one doesn't start of Mullen and Marriott. Okay, so whichever. Then Fletcher and Rodriguez. Okay. Then it'll be Matty James. Then Revan.
Well, no Longman, says
Who's-
Matt Al.
Longman.
You got your keeper. You'll have Howard.
Longman and Howard.
Okay.
That's my 7.
Who's your team, Josh?
I'll read Matt, Sean's Okonkwo, Brunt, EOC, Max, Maka, Barney, Dobson, Rathbone, Lee, Smith, and Marriott. That's what I had in my head as well. Right there. That's why I put that up there.
That's
what I had.
That's basically that's one. Yep.
Yeah. And who's your bench?
I think it's got to be Howard. I think it'll be James, obviously. Matty James, right? Okay. I think it's Mullen. I don't think Palmer makes the bench. I think Longman will be there. Stash. And one more, right? Right?
Two more.
You did the keeper in there?
That's fine. Yeah, you did Howard first.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Fall, and I think it's going to be Evans.
Yeah, John Merrill caught me out. He's right.
Sorry, not Evans, Rodriguez. My apologies. Right, yeah.
On my bench, I got to switch to Stash instead of Matty James.
Yep.
Because Stash can play center back.
Okay.
John
I'll go.
Caught me.
Okonkwo, Max, Scar, Brunt, Barney, and Parky will pick Macca, but I wouldn't. But he'll pick Macca.
He will.
Lee, Dobson, Rathbone, Mullen, and Marriott up front is who's going to get picked.
Okay.
Then on the bench is going to be Smith, Rodriguez, Fletcher, O'Connell, Revan.
Oh. Evans?
Matty James.
Okay.
And Mark Howard.
We got a lot of good stuff there. Sean's Howard, Scar, Longman, James, Mull, Fletcher, Rodriguez. I mean, that's a solid bet. We didn't put Fletcher on the bench.
I did.
Yeah.
You did. Okay. Yeah.
So that's so interesting because you've got I'm just thinking of the players I didn't pick at all. So I didn't pick Cannon at all. I didn't pick Mendy. I didn't pick File. I didn't pick. Geez, there's so many. Like that's just it. You think of the squad, and you think some of those players. Like I didn't even pick Cannon on the bench, and he's been a good player.
Yeah.
Glenda just dropped another truth bomb. Yep, we're picking too many players on Tuesday night. Knock on Parky's door.
Well, I've benched Matty James. I've benched Palmer. Well, I've removed Palmer altogether.
I did too. I did too.
Yep. So there's 2 players. I've brought Brunt in and removed O'Connor. Removed Stash.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
I've got 5 changes on my side.
Yeah. I had 3 full players removed, and all 3 of those players didn't even make the bench. And the only other one that I really want to remove, but I don't think he will because he's our captain, is McLeod.
Yeah, Macca needs, but now he's also. We have the Joey Bag of Donuts on Tuesday, just so we know. And also, if we're going to make some signings, I don't know. We'll see if there's any more. Do we think there's more?
Well, Aaron knows that, not us.
What's that?
The new signing that's coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, the newest signing?
Well, for your show.
Yeah, it'll be a championship defender.
Aaron, what color is the tie?
Mine?
Monday? Yeah.
A little red and a little black. Red and black.
You're wearing a tie.
Josh knows.
Aaron, when was the last time you wore a tie?
The last time we did a transfer window show?
Yeah, he brought it. You brought nothing. What's up, Michael Wolf? Yeah. They'll bring it. Monday's a big show. We're 12:30, and honestly, we might be rolling calls all day. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a long.
I got a question. John Merrill, you just said it. Obviously I'm not up to date on this. Is yellow the rule? Like I've seen this and I didn't know. No. Is this a rule?
No, it's what's his name? It's the fuck. Somebody. Matt, give me the name. It's the guy.
I think I might actually own a yellow tie.
Hold on, I'll do it right now. You don't. Yellow tie.
If I need to get a yellow tie, I'll get a yellow tie.
You got to get a yellow tie.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Jim White always wears a yellow tie. So I didn't know that.
I've got a mental image now of Aaron in his business shirt, yellow tie,
just wait,
jacket,
just
and
wait,
boxer shorts,
dude.
Yeah,
just wait.
And he's going to get up and walk around. He's going to have his boxers on,
just you wait.
Yeah,
like Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy. Yeah, Jim White. It's always yellow tie. Yeah, thank you very much. By the way, Blazers. I don't know. We're not the men Blazers. We are the TLP. By the way, there is Turd Ferguson right there. I was doing the research behind the back.
I've got suits. I can wear suits.
Yeah.
Actually, Josh still fits his Gucci suit.
I do have my Gucci suit. I'll wear the Gucci suit. Yeah, and we can run in. Matt, you want to come in? Sean, come in. Do you think? We'll make. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. It'll be fun. A lot of fun. Fun day.
Yes, we're gonna have fun.
Scott Wartech, 14 years ago. I do have to go in 10 minutes, but if you guys want to keep going right now, I'm out. But it's all up to you guys. What do you think?
Okay.
We did an hour.
Anymore? You want to cover Aaron, or are we going to call it?
I'm good unless you guys want to. Whatever.
No, I reckon we've covered enough. We've given enough fun and frivolity.
Yeah, we've had
one day.
Definitely had some fun.
Always leave the fans wanting more.
I don't. Do we? Well, hey, everybody, like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, get on there and subscribe. We're on our way to 2,000. Just got over 1.5. We're heading to 2,000. Help us get to 2,000. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Look at Aaron doing it.
You cannot deny the entertainment you're getting.
Yeah. Be fun. Go listen. There's other good shows out there too. Race Course Ramble is good. Eat More Chips is great also too. And also
Red Horde, Sean.
Red Horde. Yep. That's what Red Horde tomorrow. He's got a live watch along too. Awesome, great content for everybody there. We have a really, really great. The good thing about the Wrexham community is that all of our shows, we all kind of talk and we all support each other, which is great. Not a lot of the channels do that for football clubs.
And I'll even give the Two Beards guys a shout out, even though they're slagging me off as an Australian who wanted to
and the Two Beards are good dudes too. Absolutely, and it's good stuff.
It's always 4 p.m. for them.
It's always 4 p.m. It's always
John Merrill, you're in trouble. I recruited that team. You're in trouble tomorrow. I recruited that team. 1-0 to Rotherham. They're coming for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to let you off the hook on that. I think I'm going to stop referring to them like that for you, Aaron, because I know you didn't mean to recruit them all for them.
I didn't mean to, but I did. They took all my guys. They took everybody.
Well, it's moving day. We're third on the table. We're on the hunt. We're coming back. We're coming for you, Wickham.
Yeah.
That's right. We're coming.
We're coming hard.
Right. What do you reckon, guys? Call it?
Call it. Who's doing it?
On that bombshell.
On that bombshell team, we'll see you next time.